What's up, YouTube? It's Caffeine Freedom. Hey, just a little quick topic tonight. The first thing that I've done of this type before. I told you in my first video, or maybe the Why Am I Here video, I don't know. One of those videos that I'm going to be talking about my dating life or things that I observe while I'm on dates or just dating stuff in general. And trust me, I'm not going to throw out the names of the websites, but something like LOL Cupid and POLOL or plentyoflols.com. I'm a veteran of those websites. But the one that I wanted to talk about tonight is not actually from a dating website. It's from a Facebook page, and I'm actually going to post it in the description. Hopefully that doesn't get me in too much trouble. So that you can kind of see just how ridiculous in one side things can be. I mean, if you have a Facebook account, you see a lot of these stupid little one-offs like real man, gentleman, princess, queen, blah, 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 bullcrap. All right. So this page that I linked to is what are the 3 biggest mistakes that men make on dates? Now that's a loaded question. And of course on Facebook and pretty much any social network site you go to, I'm not going to name any other ones. Maybe if you're interested in pinning things, you might find stuff on that website too. But I took the highlights of the comments that I thought stood out to me. And I'm just going to go and I'm going to talk about them real quick. So there's the first one, open their mouths because it's all lies, ... LOL, ... I should mention here that open their mouths, there is THERE, not the grammatically correct THEIR. So minus points there. So on a date, a guy can't talk. Good idea. It's a great idea. When they ask you what you want to do instead of having something planned out in advance, makes you feel like you are not a priority or a thought. Now, I don't know about the YouTube community, but I do like to plan dates ahead of time. However, I also respect the female and I want to put a little bit of thought into it. So getting her ideas of what she might want to do to maybe integrate some of that into the night. Maybe I'm a little bit different. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong in saying that, hey, you know what? I like your input. I'm a gentleman. Yeah, screw that. I guess I have to have the date rigidly planned out one by one, not thinking of what she wants to do. But you know what? If I didn't ask you any of those questions, you would probably think that I was just bossy and selfish doing what I wanted to do on the date. You see the double standard? Next up, we've got talking about themselves, not bothering to ask anything about me. That's awesome. You know, it's like, I really want to get to know you. Let's talk about me. Shut up. Comparing me in their head to all the other women they have been with. Oh, I can't read minds. Maybe that girl could, but I usually don't compare on dates. That's no. Walking ahead of me in a restaurant. I've got an idea. Maybe he was walking ahead so that he could, I don't know, pull out the chair for you so you could sit in it. Or if the guy had a square head on his shoulders, he probably would have pulled out the chair and not bothered to pull it back in and played a practical joke on you. Because walking ahead of me in a restaurant, the same person would probably think walking behind me in a restaurant because he was just checking out my hips. Seriously, get over yourself. Not actively getting to know me. I think that goes hand in hand with talking about themselves and not bothering to ask anything about me. Actively getting to know you. I like to ask questions about a woman that I'm dating. If we go out, I'll ask some questions about her. But it's like a lot of these people just want one-sided conversation. Now tell me how that's fair. I have to talk about you the whole time, which is nice. I do enjoy talking to you about you and asking you questions. But that really makes it unfair because I know all this about you. You don't really know all that about me. I don't get that. That doesn't make sense at all. This is probably my favorite one. Pulling out big bills to pay for the meal. Lacking somewhere else? Oh, I don't know. The guy pays with a credit card. What do you say about that? Whipping out the plastic to try to impress me. Really? Or how about paying with small bills? I wonder where he's going afterwards. The truth is, In some of these women's minds, we just can't do anything right. So the trick is, don't date a woman that likes these ridiculous kinds of pages. I think that's what I'm getting at here. I don't know. I'm too busy making the mistakes. That's probably the first thing that I've read correctly on here. Be a gentleman. Order for the lady. I have never ordered for anybody except for my kids in my life. Yes, waiter. She will have the shrimp cocktail. I don't like shrimp. I'm allergic. You'll have the shrimp cocktail. Does that make sense to you? No, but hey, if I don't bother to order for her and I pull out a big bill to pay for the meal, I'm just not a gentleman. And I was probably staring at her hips too. They talk, and then they talk, and oh yeah, they talk. So basically, you're the one that's supposed to be doing all the talking. You're the one that's supposed to talk about yourself. And the only time I'm allowed to talk is if I'm ordering for you or asking questions about you so that we can get to know each other. That makes sense. Now here are the 3 biggest mistakes that men can make on a date. 1, going out with somebody that they met on LOL Cupid or Plenty of Lols or something like that. Going out with any of those people, my experience, mistake. Mistake number 2, going out on a date with somebody that has a post or a comment on a page like this and constantly posts those stupid pictures about guys that treat their girlfriends like princesses and things like that. That's a mistake. Mistake number 3, not taking Caffeine Freedom's advice, not liking and not subscribing. That's a mistake. Later.